You're listening to the Sportsconnect podcast with Charles Bass and Cisco Soto. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Be sure to visit the website at www.sports-connect.net and become a member and get connected.
And we're back again this week. Welcome to the Sports Connect podcast on a rainy, miserable Sunday evening here. This is a co-host here, Cisco Soto, my main man, Charles Bass. And it's been a little while, and a lot has transpired. So big topic today is going to be NBA free agency and where some folks have landed and our thoughts on that, and the good or bad things of some of the franchises that, maybe address some of their needs. And
let's just get right into it, man.
Stop beating around the bush.
Stop beating around the bush.
Right.
The big news of the free agency period, Dwight Howard has decided to spur the Lakers and sign with the Houston Rockets.
Yes. I don't really know if he's spurring the Lakers or whatever word you just used there. I think I messed that all up, but that's all right.
It's okay.
It's okay. He had to go, man. There was no choice. There was no choice in the matter. You speak your mind first, and then I'll get into it.
Okay, I will speak my mind on this one. Dwight made the safe pick. Mm-hmm. He made, actually, from a financial standpoint, the best pick. Let me explain. By signing that 4-year deal instead of a 5-year max deal, he can opt out after the 3rd year of the deal, then sign a 5-year deal, which means he can stretch it out for 8 years.
Yep.
$200 million. Sounds pretty smart to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention that D'Antoni is not going to be his coach. Kevin McHale,
yeah. And Hakeem promised, and nothing beats an African promise, whatever that is. But he promised him that he's going to help him work on his post game. So
and Slim Thugger promised that he will assist him around town.
I don't know if that's a good idea, though, him hanging around Slim Thug.
Why not? Thugger.
But Dwight don't come off as that type, like.
Well, if he's going to be rolling with James Harden, there's going to be some changes.
There's going to be some changes, some lifestyle changes that he's going to have to make. He ain't going to be all bougie like Kobe and them.
Can't roll like that, man.
He can't roll like that. So,
nice grill. He'd be cool.
Yeah, let's get into some of the aftermath now. What the Lakers are going through. Has this been kind of childish, or is it just me? Like, he not with the team no more, so I'm not going to follow him on Twitter. I'm gonna put out Instagram pics of me hugging Pau Gasol.
I tell you what, though, man, the whole Laker Nation's been childish towards this situation. They've been asking him to stay and begging him, pleading him, Keith Sweat style. And then when he decided to go to Rockets, now they childish.
They spitting on him.
I mean, Shaq came out, Kobe, Magic,
even Phil tonight.
Phil came out and said, "Well, if you want to be an Astro, then so be it."
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a good one, though. that was kind of real sly. Phil funny on the low. But yeah, it seems like everybody, I don't even really think this was like as big as LeBron's situation. I can't even really.
No, it's not.
It's not even nowhere close. Yeah, and you saw like the jersey burning and things like that. But the funny thing is, man, even I expected him to be more childish. Because just the way that, his personality is. Right. But it seemed like everybody else, it's like...
Everybody else is perceiving him to be more childish than what he actually is.
Actually is, yeah. And it's like, as I said, like right now, he kind of looks like the bigger man in this situation. Yep. With the things that have been said and, the way that Kobe and them and Pau and, like you just said, Magic. Phil, Shaq.
James Worthy,
like the way they have all, handled this situation. And I look at it like this. He ain't owed them nothing. He was there a year.
Yep.
That's how I took it. I was like, he don't owe them anything.
I do understand that, they the Lakers. No one has ever did this in the history of the Los Angeles Lakers franchise.
We're gonna get into that a little bit about the Lakers franchise, but the funny thing is, and I guess we'll just start it off from this point. The funny thing is, no big names. They've attracted no one. It just seems like nobody wants to play there.
Well, I know why no one wants to play there.
Well, I know why too, but everybody thinks that everybody wants to play in LA. Now, their neighbors, it seems like everybody wants to play for them.
Well, it starts with the front office and it goes on down.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Buss running the operation, not Jerry Buss. That's huge.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah. And then, then Tony's the coach.
Mm-hmm. Still.
To all this. And they have some type of miscommunication between the Buss family on how they want to run things. So here's the thing. We can always talk about the weather, the surroundings, LA.
Yeah, but everybody already know that. You know what I mean? There's nice places everywhere.
Yeah. At the end of the
day, United
day,
States is a great place to live. You know what I'm saying?
It's freedom.
It's freedom. That's
democracy.
right. Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
not everybody enjoys palm trees and all that good stuff. But go on.
You can have that go. But at the end of the day, it always starts with the front office. That's in any business, any organization, any franchise, any company. It starts with the front office.
Right.
If you got a good front office, people will follow you. You just pointed out the Clippers. The Clippers been terrible for the last 30 years. The reason why people want to go play for the Clippers now?
Because they got their ish together.
They got their stuff together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's really that simple.
It is that simple.
So, in order for the Lakers to be the Lakers again, they got to get their front office in order, and they got to get it down to the coaching staff. And then from there, the players will follow.
It just seems, not even the front office making so many poor decisions. It's just the fact that, and I guess it is all on their shoulders. I mean, this team that they put together and the money that they wasted on these guys, knowing that they were getting older, and it just seems like.
Let me ask you this: if Phil was the coach, would any of this happen?
Probably not. But then they would have had this overflated roster. But
it would have been better.
It would have been better suited. I think given that situation, I think Dwight would have stayed.
If Mike Brown or Brian Shaw was the coach.
Yeah, I still think they would have had a better chance at that.
And I think Dwight probably would still be with the Lakers if one of them two was still the coach.
Now, they still got the amnesty that they can use. Ron Artest opted in.
He's probably going to be the one to get amnesty. They already losing the PR battle with this Dwight thing. If they amnesty Kobe.
They can't amnesty Kobe.
Exactly.
Like, we talked about this, which that, from a business standpoint, that was what would have made the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let him take the year off. Maybe then bring him back for maybe another 2 years. Sign him up that way. You could get him on the cheap if he really wanted to finish his career out there.
But on the other end, it'd be a PR nightmare.
Yeah, but he's not going to play. It's nothing that simple. Like, he's not going to play for... I don't care what anybody says. They could put out all the fake pictures they want of him shooting the jump shot. Them sticks probably. I mean, you in Hollywood. I know about CGI. I know how the green screen works. You know what I'm saying? We don't know when that picture was taken. I know how things can be manufactured and that. And that's what all that looked like to me. They obviously didn't get Dwight Howard. Didn't get Andre Iguodala. Didn't get Josh Smith.
I think those two was in the picture.
What's that?
For the Lakers.
Hey, man, I think at that point, if they knew they wasn't going to get him, they was going to have to try to get somebody else. I mean...
Well, I could be wrong, but the way the salary cap worked, because Dwight was a Laker, they had free range to sign him. Anybody that was from the outside coming in, they couldn't.
They couldn't get.
For salary cap reasons.
Yeah, we could get some clarification on that, but, I mean, it just seems like once that was over, it just seemed like everything for them was over.
Yeah, which it is.
Yeah, so I mean, you're gonna start the season out, and it's funny because when people talk about what a starting lineup's gonna be, Kobe Bryant, he's not gonna be there.
I don't even know who's on the team right now.
I think they only have like 6 people on the contract. Really.
I just saw Earl Clark sign with the Cavs.
Yeah.
And I gotta think Antoine Jameson's not coming back.
No, not the way he was treated last year. I wouldn't come back either.
It's not looking good. But if I was the Lakers, which I'm not, I would try to do a sign and trade. I mean, if they want to have a respectable season, I would try to get something for Dwight.
But everybody keeps talking about what they're going to do next summer. They really think like that they're going to get LeBron James. That LeBron James is going to opt out and go to the Lakers.
Well, I can see they pitch. D'Antoni coached USA basketball.
He gave you a gold medal, man.
Kobe can teach you how to take that next step to becoming an immortal player.
But he's doing fine with that by himself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
Yo, you trying to just get a sales pitch?
I'm trying to get a sales pitch.
Okay, show what the PowerPoint slides would look like.
Yeah, Magic can help you out with your branding even more with your LeBron marketing company.
And see, that just sounds sad too, because you're just gonna be gasping at straws at that point. I just think they should tank and rebuild through the. Yeah, but I mean,
how you gonna tank with no draft picks?
Yeah, it's true too, because they did give away the farm when they got to.
Yeah.
Had to wait in the first place. Yeah, that's. Yeah, it might be another 4 or 5 years till they're even like competitive again.
And this is all Jim Buss's fault. All Jim Buss's fault.
We talked about this. The funny thing about it was like the Celtics knew that they were in like a similar situation going into the season when they didn't really have anybody.
So they got draft picks.
They got draft picks, and they got some other assets that they, could hold on to and be like, okay, well, I can move this guy here, maybe get this.
And they got
back.
a coach that they can mold and adapt into what they
want. Until they went into the organization, they signed him up for.
Who was set in his ways for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
And only got lucky once.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, people forget he coached the Nuggets too.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I didn't even know that. Yeah. It for all the mess that that we give him, and most people do, is he the worst coach? Is he the worst coach in basketball?
I think so, man. I think Brad Stevens is a better NBA coach than D'Antoni right now.
Wow.
And it's not because he don't know the game. It's because he's so stubborn.
I think he would make a great assistant.
I think he'll make a great coach
somebody. No, but like he can coach one side of the ball.
He can coach both sides of the ball. The problem is he's so stubborn. He's trying to reinvent the wheel when there's no reason to do it.
I just don't think you can do. I don't think you can do the same thing twice. And why you think you could hit the reset button in 2013 and get Steve Nash? I think you could do what you did 5 years ago.
Let me re-answer that question you just had. He'd be a great, outstanding college coach.
Yeah, because he'd have less time to work with. I think and he would have more.
Love that type of basketball.
And he would have love. Yeah, you're right. Because the game would be shorter. You got a shorter court. The way that he pretty much runs like his offense and everything like that would be built around like get right back on the ball. Yeah. I just don't think. I feel sorry for them. Like in one way, I'm not a Lakers fan at all.
I don't.
But no, but it's just like when you sit there and you see like the stupid move after stupid move, it's head scratching. Like you're like, man, like and these people been around basketball their whole life.
Well, if you feel sorry for the Lakers, you should feel sorry for the Bobcats too.
No, I feel sorry for Al Jefferson, man. What was he thinking? The thing with the fingers means the money?
Yeah.
Now, as we said, we were going to get into some of these things that didn't make any sense either. What teams got better, what teams got worse. Why did they do that?
After they drafted Cody Zeller,
right,
who they should have got Ben McLemore to begin with. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't have an answer.
I don't have an answer for that. I don't get it.
It was right dab in their face. They needed a 2-guard.
Yeah, but then you get Al Jefferson, a center.
Yeah, and you drafted Cody Zeller when you had the best 2-guard in the draft on the board.
Yeah, and you let him slide. I mean, how many players at this point do they have under contract? I think it was like 7.
Who, Bobcats or Lakers? I think they got a full stack, but I know they're gonna have to amnesty Tyrese Thomas, man. Oh, yeah, they're gonna have to amnesty him.
Yeah, there was rumblings that the Bulls might try to pick him up cheap again.
They better not.
Just something I read, man. I don't know where I read it, but I caught wind of that somewhere, and I was like,
"This is how I feel." Tyrese Thomas to the Bulls is like Isaiah going back to the Knicks.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
No.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Andre Iguodala signs his deal with the Golden State Warriors.
That's how he said the Devils.
Yeah, not the Devils. No, the Golden State Warriors. So, what do you think this does to improve the team? Because given that Carl Landry just walked over to the Sacramento Kings,
I think it improves the team a lot because we came to find out that in the playoffs, Harrison Barnes actually played better at the 4 than he does the 3.
Right.
Which is strange because he's got a 3-man's body and he played 3 pretty much his whole career. But
you know what? He does one thing though that is kind of like a lost art now in the NBA, and that's boxing out.
Yeah.
You don't see anybody doing it anymore. Like hardly
anybody.
To
the ball.
Yeah, they just wait till the ball comes to them. That's why you don't see that many great rebounders like in today's game. Like nobody boxes out. That's why smaller guys are able to get rebounds because they box out. It's not that hard of a concept. But Jared Jack also walked from the Golden State Warriors as well to Cleveland, and Cavs are looking better, man.
They are.
Like
even with the number one pick.
Yeah.
And they messed that all up.
You think so?
They already got a 4-man. Why they need another 4-man?
They got a better 4-man though.
You think he's better than Tristan Thompson?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, all around.
Wow.
All around.
That's wow.
It'll show through this year one way or the other. We already know that. But I just think, looking at the skill set, his size, I mean, he looked like somebody that they could throw in right away that could play big minutes.
Well, hopefully he will be able to, because right now he's been eating that good chicken, and he's about 20, 30 pounds overweight.
I can relate.
Yeah, so hopefully he gets himself in shape and his shoulders be healthy enough, and he'll be able to be a contributor. I didn't like the pick.
So Jack still comes off the bench, you think?
Oh, no question.
Okay.
Between him,
Kyrie and Waiters.
Yeah, that's a nice little guard combo.
That is though. I mean, that's a really good 6-man. I mean,
whether they flip flop it, however which way they want between Dion Waiters and Kyrie, and Jack. Yeah, that's a nice 3-man group.
You could really have, depending on who they add to their bench, you could really have 2-3 different lineups.
Another 3-man group of guards I like right now is what the Kings did with Vasquez, Ben McLemore, and Isaiah.
Yeah, Little Isaiah. Yeah, I told you we had that Jeremy Lin conversation a few weeks back. I thought Grievous Vasquez was like one of the most quietest kept, slept on guards last year.
He was.
You looked at the stats. Yeah, they really didn't lie. So I think they got him on the cheap. I still don't think. Again, coaching and some of the other issues they have.
Well, I think that's going to be settled now that they got a real ownership group in place.
And they calmed down some of that nonsense from last year.
Yeah, and they got Mike Malone, who's pretty much been one of the top NBA assistants in the league the last couple of years.
So there's a lot of the bottom basement teams past couple of years that really look like they've improved themselves.
And let's not forget the Hornets, now Pelicans, and what they did. Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Who they basically got for what no one was known as the draft picks. 76ers. I've never seen a team tank before the season started. I've never seen that happen.
They basically did the same deal they did with the Lakers because you already took a big man that you know is not going to play. Yeah, you don't know when he's going to get on the court.
But they got a draft pick too for next year.
They did get a draft pick for next year, but
I mean, you traded away your best player for that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's obvious tanking.
Right.
I never seen a team do that.
Just like they did the year before. They got rid of Iguodala for buying him in that trade.
But that last year, I mean, they actually thought they was
going to make a little bit of a run. Yeah. I get that.
But this year, this is obvious what they're doing this year. But yeah, back to the Pelicans. You got Drew Holiday. You got I forget his name, at the 2 guard to go along with Tyreek Evans.
Yeah, they just picked up
Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon, yeah. And then Anthony Davis, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah, to go along with the 3-point shooter, which I can't think of his name right now, Ryan Anderson.
Ryan Anderson, yeah.
So they get a solid 3-man. They might be all right.
That's what I said. You look at some of these younger teams that some of the rosters and that they put together, at least like their starting 5 is decent. There's still a lot of shooters out there that you can get up on the cheap too, which is some of these teams, I still think my Chicago Bulls are kind of not put themselves into situation. 2 of the things that they've done this week kind of was head scratches too. Picked up Mike Dunleavy Jr.
Which I understand because they wasn't going to be able to sign Bellinelli.
Right. So you get a poor man's version of that, you got from Bellinelli. Because Mike Dunleavy can score.
Yep, he can shoot
He can shoot the ball. So kind of understand that. And they get him cheaper than what they was going to have to pay Bellinelli. I get that. And there was also rumors and rumblings that they were gonna, they want to, but they won't trade for LaMarcus Aldridge, which would definitely be an upgrade at their power forward position.
No question about it. I had to think about that. Like, why would they do that?
Now that was a head scratcher, and he wants to play there. So you get rid of Boozer, who is a sometimey dude.
You know what I realized with the reason to all of this And, Reinsdorf is quickly becoming one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest owner in the league.
Yeah, he might be, man. I mean,
we can't throw that on Donald Sterling anymore.
They still haven't used the amnesty clause yet either.
And you're holding that in the back pocket.
But who do you think they get rid of, though? I say Rip.
Yeah, Rip gone. But they might buy, knowing Reinsdorf, you better just buy him out and have him on the payroll for nothing.
Yeah.
Reinsdorf ain't paying nobody nothing if they ain't
balling. Yeah, if they ain't hooping. Yeah.
He's getting something on that investment. You're not going home to chill.
So I'm hoping that deal would pan out. I think if the Bulls did that, given if they added a couple other veterans on their bench, they did re-sign Nazir Muhammad, and they still haven't sewn up Nate Robinson yet, which still looks like he's probably gonna walk, but nothing's been set in stone yet.
All I know is that Thibodeau can coach a paper bag, so get him 12.
Made it to the second round with a D-League team.
Yeah, get him some scraps and D-Rose healthy.
A healthy D-Rose. Yeah, I wasn't concerned about that because you already got you got the MVP coming back. Yeah. Now some other head scratching that I don't get this either. The Knickerbockers of New York City.
Go ahead, explain.
Major trade for what's my man?
Andrea Bargnani.
Bargnani, sorry.
For the corpse of Marcus Camby and Steve Novak.
No, the ghost. It was the ghost of Marcus.
The ghost.
Corpses can still walk. Ghosts just kind of float around.
Yeah, gotcha.
And Steve Novak was in that deal too, right?
Yes.
Okay. And JR resigns.
Yes.
Which, kind of up and down on that one myself. But I thought for him, he might have been better suited at a team where he could just jack those shots up whenever he went. Seriously, I thought a destination for him would be someplace like Orlando.
You know what? I actually think it's a smart move. You know why? Because this has been his best season by far.
Oh yeah, but he's still knucklehead though.
Yeah, but he found his niche as a six man. He can ride that role for the next 10 years. He's only 27, 28. He can ride that for another 6, 7, 8 years. Why not? Instead of try to go for glory and then 3 years later you're playing in China.
Right.
On an amnesty.
They still get paid and get that Asian money. That's not bad either. That yen.
Yeah, that Gilbert money.
And also came through that they're trying to persuade Elton Brand.
Oh, wait, I heard that went through.
That did go through?
Yeah, so
the
Knicks got Elton Brand too.
Why?
Well, I guess King wasn't coming back. They need another power forward.
Yeah, but apparently they don't want Kenyon back.
Well,
which don't make sense for what the production that he gives you. Again, playing the same position. Elton Brand can't move.
Yeah.
He shuffles up and down the court. Kenyon Martin looked like Kenny Martin this year in limited minutes, but he still looked like Kenny Martin.
Yeah.
Birdman's out there. Could have got him on the cheap.
True.
And you want Elton Brand. Didn't they learn from last season when Rasheed Wallace had to retire? In the middle of the season?
They did.
Marcus Camby could walk?
That's why they reloaded.
With just older, man. That's what I said. It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense.
It don't, but
Why are you surrounded? Why are you wasting Carmelo Anthony's prime?
Only thing I could think of is that they want him on the cheap. They probably felt like they couldn't, if they were going to sign JR, they was going to have to do some things around, and particularly since they took Bargnani's big contract on.
So you think Amari stays?
Yeah, no question. They got to at least try to see if he can give him another year. Now, if he has the year he had last year, this year, he's going to get the amnesty.
Yeah, but they got to do that.
He's not opting out next year.
No. He gonna take that check, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I mean, there's been a lot of guys stealing money in the NBA for years. He's just gonna be another crook. That's all right.
Nothing wrong with being a crook.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a crook if you sign that contract. That's
a legal agreement.
The Dallas Mavericks, one of them, look like they've lost out too, every which way possible.
Not every which way. They signed Jose Calderon.
They did sign Jose Calderon.
And apparently they're making a run at Andrew Bynum.
Yeah. Why?
Why not?
Why do you think?
Because they didn't get Dwight.
Yeah, but is he the next best option?
only if they got a injury protected contract next to his line, next to his signature. So that means if he don't play, he don't pay.
Yeah. That would be Mark Cuban seems like he'd be smart enough to get something like that together. But my big question is why hasn't anybody signed Greg Oden yet?
Well, from what I've been reading, Greg Oden wants to go one more year to get himself together.
Another year?
Yeah. He wants to make sure that he's as sound as can possibly be to make a 5-6 year run. So he'll be at Ohio State for another year.
For another year in the gym.
Yep. And I don't blame him. I mean, you got $20 million in the bank. Apparently, you're good, as solid as gold. Why not take two? Well, it'd be wow.
This would be 5 years.
Yeah. Why not take one more?
That's why you had to catch yourself there. Because you had to think about it. He ain't been on the court since 2009.
Why not take another year to get yourself right?
Yeah, but
I mean, he's not having like 4 operations on both.
I don't know if that window's closing.
You got to remember, he's only 24.
Yeah, 25. He just turned 25.
You're 26, and you can set yourself up where you can get 6 or 7 years out of that?
I see that. I get it. But I think if I was, some of the suitors apparently was like Cleveland, Miami, San Antonio.
Yeah, I would find one of them teams and try to go 1 year.
And just say, like, okay, if they sign them up, first year be like the minimum. Just get them into your facilities.
Yeah, that way you can work.
Exactly. Someplace like...
I think on his part,
like Phoenix.
Maybe he don't want to steal their money.
Yeah. Maybe he one of the few that got a conscience. You see, like, what everybody always raised about the training staff in Phoenix.
Yeah, I'd be in Phoenix in a heartbeat.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't you think that would be like an ideal destination for a guy like
Dallas.
that? And even Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas staff is supposed to be top notch.
Yeah, but you saw, like, they made Shaq, like, relevant again for, like, 2 or 3 years before he went to Cleveland. Yeah, he was an all-star.
Yeah, he was an all-star.
Yeah, and he was actually out there doing, like, Shaq-type things. And from what everybody wrote him off before he came there, because he was out of shape, his legs were bad. Shaq never took care of himself. Shaq probably still be playing if he actually took care of himself.
Yeah, this is true.
But that's a whole nother... You do a whole show on that.
No tangent there.
Yeah, you go a whole show on that. But that's why I think the smartest thing would be for him to, just... Even if they take the veteran minimum deal now, he could take the $900,000 and just work out for that team for the whole year. And like in a place like Phoenix where it looks like they're trying to reload and try to get some younger guys there.
Heck, I think the best opportunity is Cleveland. You go to Cleveland, get yourself right for a year, you come back with that core of Kyrie, Shaq, Deion Waiters, and they're going to have another
high draft pick, yeah. And if they actually make the playoffs or something like that next year, they might even become, maybe another free agent might be able to pick somebody else up to go along with that. So I think they got a bright future ahead of them. Mm-hmm. I don't see them, taking the East or nothing like that. But they can get back in. They can get back in the playoffs.
I tell you what, next year, if say LeBron decide to come back there with that core, that's a problem.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a real problem because you got a real point guard, you got real shooters, you got real
big man.
You got real big man.
And all you did is a
three. Actually play their position.
And that for some odd reason, they purposely haven't drafted a 3 when they had plenty of them on the table.
Yeah. Conspiracy theories abound. We just have to wait and see. But what else we got? What else we got on the plate today?
Well, let's talk about these Pistons. They signed Josh Smith.
Yes, signed Josh Smith, and let everybody else go. Yeah.
So I like that core though. You got Brandon Knight, Josh Smith, Andre Drummond, Greg Monroe. You get a shooter at the 2 spot, you might be doing some things in the East.
Yeah, because like I said, out of the top 4, everything else is pretty much wide open.
Yeah, you got a chance. You get a shooter at the 2 guard.
Now, Milwaukee picked up O.J. Mayo. They re-signed Brandon Jennings. Outside of that, they really don't have much aside from.
I think that was a bad move because the way their team was built, it was built for them 2 little guys to be running all over the place. And OJ's a nice.
Who's the? I can't think
Monte
of nobody.
Ellis.
No, not Monte. The center that everybody was in love with, Sanders, Larry Sanders. See what you can get out of him this year if he improves.
I forgot Villanova. I forget the Russian guy, the foreign guy.
No, I know you're talking about. Yeah. And he wasn't. he didn't really get too much out of him. I mean, surprisingly, like
that team is almost set too. They just need a 3-man because Dunleavy is a big hole that they got to fill. I mean, he played a big role at the 3-man spot for them last year.
Yeah. Some of those guys like that, like you said, sometimes you don't think like how productive they actually were, but then you go back and check the numbers.
Yeah, it was pretty productive.
They were there, they were there doing what they were supposed to be doing.
Well, I will say this, OJ will bring stability to that 2-guard. He won't be taking wild shots.
No, and that's one thing that is actually a much better upgrade than Monte Ellis. One, he's coming at a cheaper price tag than what they was going to have to shell out for him for next year. He's still out there too.
Yeah,
and
I saw the Mavericks was taking a look at him. That'd be an interesting lineup with him, Calderon, and Dirk. Yeah,
that would be. And then, you know what? And then they did mess around and get Andrew Bynum, and he was actually able to play. That might be, that's what I said. It's funny because you weigh all these different options with some of these teams that didn't really have much to work with, and then they kind of slap all this stuff together real quick, and then it's like get right back in the swing of things.
Back in the mix.
Yeah. Yep. But the Brooklyn Hawks made the deal. We had talked about this last week, and they had gotten everything was finalized now, so they picked up Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce to go with the overrated Joe Johnson and the overrated Darren Williams.
I'll tell you what, man. I know they passed their prime, but if D. Will and Joe Johnson can give just a little bit more than last year to go along with what they got, they might be a problem.
The thing of it is, I trust Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce to do what they're supposed to do. That's not the question.
Well, see, that's why I believe that it's going to happen, because I know KG is not going to let that mess that happened last year happen this year. KG ain't down for that life.
Nah, he getting too old for that. He like my man, and like Danny Glover and Lethal Weapon. He getting too old for this.
He will get up in dude's face and let them know if they're not holding their weight.
Yeah, and
then you got a guy like Jason Kidd, who, you know, no coaching experience, but very well respected. Everyone knows his knowledge he got outstanding knowledge of the game.
Well, everybody just acts like that. They're like number 2 now behind Miami.
2. Yeah, I give them number 4. Number 3, number 4. They might be able to get over Indiana, maybe.
See, I don't even put them. I wouldn't put them over Indiana.
Right.
And a healthy Chicago Bulls team with Derrick Rose back. Don't matter who really else is there.
Yeah, I mean, Thibodeau's the coach.
Yeah, because as long as Tibbs is there, I mean, I think, you know, you're gonna see Miami still stay strong because they're bringing back pretty much everybody. So, you know, not much is gonna change there. Indiana probably gonna make some strides. I'd put them at number 2. Put the Bulls at number 3. Put the Knicks at number 4.
So
I'll put the Nets. I got Brooklyn at 5.
Wow. Yeah, I can see how you feel.
So, yeah, I mean that's just being honest, man. Like what they did, you know, I can't see it. Mm-hmm. Like I just can't see it.
Definitely in the mix.
They a sprained ankle or a hurt knee or a burnt elbow, and then they're done.
Yeah, well they're definitely in the mix. I like what they did. I mean, they just went all in.
The thing of it is come playoff time, you match them up against, let's say they would get New York, 4 versus 5 matchup. They would get New York.
Well, the way you talk about New York, they got a shot.
More so than they do. Truly believe that. Even if they picked up Elton Brand and his...
You think the Knicks still got more of a shot to beat the Brooklyn Hawks with Elton Brand and Mariani?
They're not even going to play Elton Brand anyway to get it. He just going to be there. So it don't make a difference if they pick him up or not. He just going to be there. You know, he going to be sitting on the bench making them faces like, you know, hands between the legs and that, looking around and stuff like that. He not going to do nothing.
Wow.
You know. And I guess they picked up Mariani and for the fact that they don't know what they're going to get out of Amari Stoudemire. If on paper you put Tyson Chandler, even in Bargnani in the same lineup, or if you have Bargnani coming off the bench and Stoudemire is able to start.
You telling me that you think that's better than the combination of Brook Lopez, Andre Blatche, and KG?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
With Ahmad Shumpert coming back too, actually getting real time to heal. Shumpert's a problem.
He is a problem.
Shumpert's a problem.
He is a problem, but I don't think he's a J.R. Smith Carmelo problem when they on. I mean, to me,
no.
he's no different
No,
than
I'm not
Butler.
talking about... Right, but that's what I'm saying. You need guys like that.
Right.
And I'm saying with what Brooklyn has, they don't have that. They don't have no energy guys.
Yeah, they do need it. They need to try to see if they get Reggie Evans back. I know he's about to get the buyout.
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah, they need to go
that would be a guy like that. Like,
yeah.
You get a guy like that. It's just high energy that you go in and for some reason
I'm sure they'll find another high energy guy. Somebody in the D League or somebody they could sign. That's an energy dude.
Just be a hype man.
Yeah.
Just go in there and die for some loose balls and stuff like that to get the game going.
Yeah.
You need that, but I think with those old guys, they're not diving on the floor.
That's what I'm saying. They'll find a hype guy.
And then what do you do with Jason Terry?
You have him do what Jason Terry been doing the last 10 years.
Make airplane arms and
come off the bench, get about 15 minutes, hit a couple threes, make some airplane arms, and go sit back down and watch the game.
This is gonna be the biggest failed experiment in league.
The biggest failed experiment was them Lakers. I think KG is not going to make KG personality.
Say what you want. Say what you want about Mike D'Antoni, because believe me, we have. It still don't. His experience over that don't do what Jason Kidd's non-experience as a head coach.
Yeah, but see, you're not mentioning Lawrence Frank.
I know Lawrence Frank is there. I get all that. I'm just saying, I trust Kevin Garnett. I trust Paul Pierce.
You need to trust him a lot.
Outside of that, I don't trust any of those guys. Period.
Okay.
And I don't really think I'm going to be wrong about this. I don't.
Well, I don't. I think you're going to be wrong from the standpoint where Brooklyn can make a second round.
No, they won't.
I think they can beat the Knicks right now.
I don't think so. Because the Knicks do still have Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Smith, like you said.
And Jason Kidd do know how the Knicks plays.
Yeah, because he designed it.
He probably was the one who
was designed to play.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Well, let's make this transition because we have to. No baseball, forget that. Football, let's not talk about people going to jail.
One thing though, football note, the good shout out to the Patriots, man, for doing the jersey exchange yesterday. That was
1,200 jerseys exchange.
Yeah. They said they wasn't gonna sell them to China or some mess like that.
They hot on eBay. I don't know how you have a soul to put that on eBay like that, but
they was saying like if they was autographed by him, they was going for like $3,000 or something, like some mess like that.
Yeah, that's not that noise out.
Yeah.
So I got to read the internet. I was on the internet, and I haven't listened to the album yet, but Jay-Z came and he threw a shot of jab at Scott Boras on the album, saying basically it's over, baby. I'm taking Robinson Cano.
And he did though.
Yeah,
he did that.
Yeah, so when we first heard about this, when you texted me this. And then you texted me the Master P article right after it. I wouldn't say we both agree. We totally agree, but we kind of had the idea that if he gonna do this, he can't be coming out with no limit shoes.
But say hope not that stupid.
Yeah. He can't be rapping and talking about he gonna be a basketball player himself on top of being the agent. Nah. He better come correct, and so far he's hitting. He's batting 1,000.
I don't know, exactly the ins and outs of what exactly he's doing.
Well, let me try to break it down. Let me try to break it down.
The way I look at it, he just seems to be the face and the front man of all this right now.
So what if he's split star of this whole operation?
And that's fine.
But let's look at how he did this. He got the top player in women's basketball from the draft.
Yeah.
And Skylar Diggins. He got arguably one of the top players in the NFL draft in Geno Smith.
Right.
The Jets. He got one of the top players in Major League Baseball in Robinson Cano, who played for the Yankees.
Right.
And then I guess the jack of all, the Joker in all of this, he got one of the top players in the NBA with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Victor Cruz too, right?
Yeah. So you talking about 5 of the top players in their respective sports right off the bat.
It looks like, to me.
So 4 months later.
4 months later, the whole thing is going to take on its own identity into something else. We already know it's Rock Nation Sports and that, but, like you said, it might be like another shoe line, like another clothing line.
I
hope not. I hope not. But I look at it, obviously Kevin Durant's got to deal with Nike and stuff like that. But this could be a way for Jay to, branch out on his Rockaware, more sports apparel, more,
Well, he don't own Rockaware no more. You know that, right?
He's still the face of it as far as everybody else knows. So that's what I'm saying. Certain things like that, it could be another Rockaware, whatever he want to call it.
Nationwear.
Yeah, Nationwear, whatever. I just think the way that he's put everything together, he just finds another way to make it,
True hustler, man.
True hustler. I mean, that's to say he put his name on something. I mean, that's like, it just goes to the moon.
Like you said, he's the front man. He's not even really doing the work behind it.
No, that's what I said. That's what the smartest thing about it was. And like, just like when we was talking about the deal with the Nets and the understanding behind that, I mean, like, if we, if our credit was good enough, we could go get a loan right now and buy his. I mean, his ownership in the Nets only worth like $20,000.
No, it was $300,000, but it was like 1/15 of 1% of the team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From what I gathered, when they was talking about like how much that he could sell it for, it was like 20-some thousand.
Well, he would have lost money in the operation,
and he would have been good.
Yeah,
and he would have been good. So I look at what he did there, took that.
And probably made at least $30 to $50 million out of the deal. Right.
I mean, he became the face of that franchise. I mean, and never stepped on the court.
Think about that.
And that's crazy.
He maybe invested $300,000-$400,000. Let's just say invested $500,000.
Right, $500,000.
When he got out the deal, he'd have made almost $50 million.
Right. From all the NBA deals, endorsements that he got,
the 40 been able to do the
concert, the club, piece of the ownership,
the parking tickets.
It's ridiculous. it's just. Not even
the marketing.
The marketing and everything else that you was able to do there, that's just that's crazy.
That's a hustler, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is truly crazy.
So now he's doing the same thing in the sports world, agency world.
Yeah.
He probably signed a deal kind of like when Dame and him 15 years ago signed a deal with Russell Simmons and Def Jam, signed a deal with CAA to do all the back work for him.
Yeah, and then they'll just basically slap his name on it and say, hey.
And his brand sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Smart man.
Smart man.
That way, he's not wearing himself thin. So then he can go off and, drop an album, go on world tours, sell No Limit clothing if he wanted to. And he got people behind him that doing all the work behind him, and he don't have to go and try to do that himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One more NBA story we didn't touch on, and that we should have got into this at the beginning. With Dwight going to the Rockets, Omer Sheik come out almost immediately and said that he demands to be traded.
Which he should have did. That's absolutely the right move. He had a breakout year last year. 10 points, 11 rebounds, almost 12 rebounds a game.
Played every game.
Every
single game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he established himself as a starting center in this league. And then it just get taken like that when you basically didn't do nothing wrong. I would do the same thing. I read that they planning on using him at the four from time to time.
Yeah.
So he'll still get his 30 minutes a game, but it's not going to be in his natural position.
I think, given the way he plays, and if they were talking about using them together, I mean, I think you would have to almost slide Dwight to the 4.
No, Omar can play the 4.
He can play the 4, but
I remember times 2 years ago in the playoffs when Boozer was just out there terrible, and they put him in the 4 to play with
him and Noah. Yeah.
And it worked.
And it worked, yeah. But again, you had Tibbs. He can make anything work.
I got a lot of faith in Kevin McHale as the coach, man.
No, that's why I think he should stay. I understand where you coming from. He had a breakout season in that, but you're still getting this guy that does what you do, but better. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. So I think he just needs to know his role.
Oh, he gives the rock line.
Yeah, give him the rock line. Just know his role. Shut his mouth. And, it's not a jabroni, but he still needs to know his role.
Candy paint, though.
Candy paint, yeah. Candy paint dripping. I don't even know what that means. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, it's some ridiculous. Yeah, there's a lot of ridiculous stuff in the league this week, man.
Oh, you gotta love it.
So let's real quick. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view next weekend.
I forgot all about that.
Wow.
It's
summertime, right? We ain't even watching wrestling.
I'm watching this free agency stuff. Man.
Yeah. But there's a lot of big matches, man. I mean, you got two Money in the Bank matches. The return of Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, I like to see that. You know what's interesting about Rob Van Dam? You know, since he was last in the E, and now their wellness policy that ramped up tenfold, particularly with the marijuana. Rule.
Yeah, I think they knew they couldn't keep him from before.
Well, Rob.
Yeah, Rob like his herbals. He like his herbal medicines. Yeah. And I was actually more surprised they brought him back. I know he's not like that old. He's only like 38, 39, something like that.
It's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, and he appears to be in great shape. Obviously, they wouldn't have brought him back if he wasn't. But what do you think they do with him now that they have him back?
Probably make him a Heyman guy and roll with that a little bit longer.
I mean, because he's still the name, still kind of holds a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see him in some bigger, more high profile things going on.
I think they put him in the Heyman group, being that he's a Heyman guy, ECW guy, and then use him in a way to springboard some talent that got the similar type of wrestling style that they can mesh with. Yeah. I can't think of that off the top of my head who can mesh.
I'd like to see him and Punk have like a real feud. Maybe go 2 or 3 months with that.
That would be nice.
That would be something a little bit different. You got some guys like obviously like Dolph Ziggler, some guys he hasn't faced since he hasn't been around that have been pushed to the top of the card. Antonio Cesaro, even Jack Swagger, was even there like when he was on his way out. But there's. Again, if used properly, I think this could be a really, really good thing for, maybe another 2 years or something like that. Get that last little bit of run out of Rob Van Dam. Should be nice. The main event on the Raw side, even though they claim that they don't split it up no more, but whatever. Yeah, John Cena against Mark Henry.
You know what? I like what they do with Cena this year. Yeah, he's still the champion, but he's not really the face of the WWE right now.
Because nobody cares anymore. That's the thing.
And yeah, I mean...
And it's rightfully so. I mean, you're going to put the belt on him because he's going to sell T-shirts and that, but nobody cares. Like, they're so over that. Like, it's not even funny anymore. But I still don't think they're going to give Mark Henry the title. I think now would be the opportune time to.
I think for someone who put 17 years into your company,
I had to catch up because I didn't get a chance to see like the retirement speech and when he turned in it. I mean, he literally threw in he had real tears coming down his eyes, and had everybody buying into it, and they were chanting his name, and he went for that hug, John Cena, and just that was brilliant, man. I mean, he couldn't have played that like anybody. He came out with the boots. Yeah. Dropped him at the top, said he was hanging him up. He was coming home, baby. And destroyed everybody. Yep. But he needs to let those braids go. He had a comb over, man. Like with the dreadlocks. It was like one just hanging. Look. It was just
let's not talk about what he did. Let's not talk about his hairline features, man. Listen.
Gotta let that go, man.
You know what? Even if they don't put the belt on him, the fact that he was able to do he's 17 years in the business. And he was one of the first dudes to sign $1 million a year contract. People don't realize that.
He was, yeah.
So for him to make $17 million off of not being the man.
Yeah, yeah. And what's sad is they kind of waited a little too late in their career to kind of realize what they had in them.
Yeah.
And what's funny because they never used to let him talk.
No, he was with. I mean, truth be told, man, and during that time, there was no way they could fit him in to become the guy.
He wasn't marketable. I mean, you look at him.
The sexual chocolate thing was kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
But with The Rock and Austin, Triple H,
right? It wasn't.
Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
He played his role at that time better than.
I don't even know if he had an agent, but
for a career mid guy to be with the same company to be the WWE
for
that
a career mid guy to be making top guy money for that long.
Yeah.
I don't know who his agent was or who brokered that deal. But, he should have him on a nice 401k severance for him, man.
Yeah.
Because that's a heck of a deal. I mean, like you said, he never was a top guy. He's always a mid-card guy, pretty much. And for him to make top guy money for 17 years, I don't even think Bret Hart was making that money.
No, that's why he dipped to WCW.
Yeah.
That's why, yeah. Yeah, even though we're gonna wait till Christian's here, but we're gonna do
man, we might as well just keep going.
Yeah, because I know we might as well keep going. But see, I still think that whole Survivor Series mess was a work. I don't think it was real.
It was a work.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you share my sentiments on that too.
I mean, how many different angles do you need to watch to know that was a work? I mean, the ref came out and said it was a work. Brett came out and said it was a work. Vince said it was a work.
But there's people that still believe that it was
Triple H.
It was real.
Triple H in his video, he said they actually had a secret meeting 3 hours before the match or something like that.
And they all got together and orchestrated everything the way it was going to work.
So how is that?
I don't know. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till next time Christian actually shows up for work, and then we're gonna break that down too.
Well, look out for that special in the fall.
One more thing, wrestling wise, I know you're not up on Ring of Honor, but we're gonna put you up on it.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Mark and Jay Briscoe apparently were at a WWE live event in Ocean City this weekend.
Yeah.
Caused a big deal because Jay Briscoe was recently stripped of the Ring of Honor title due to a shoulder injury. Even prior to that, there were still kind of some rumblings in that they were on their way to the E and going to be leaving Ring of Honor in the first place. Now, the pay-per-view, Ring of Honor is having a crown new champion, Death Before Dishonors, going to be at the old ECW Arena in September.
Before you continue with that, I got some advice for Ring of Honor. If you're owned by a television company,
yeah, you gotta step your production game up. Like, oh man, look, we talked about this last week, and me and Christian had the little video, the hangout video that we did. I was there in person, and I've been to a lot of wrestling shows, even some of the most terrible like independent wrestling promotions here, and at least that was like organized and like put together like very well. You ain't had nobody checking your tickets. We sat wherever we wanted to sit. Like we had our tickets were fifth row front and back. We sat up front.
And not only that, not only was this organized.
And they have their pay-per-views
that miss half the show.
And then they had to give away on the TV show the following week. They gave away like 3 of the top 4 matches that they had on the card.
See,
because they were so messed up like the whole way through.
See, if you owned by Dixie Carter, you can kind of understand, but that's a television company that owns this.
Oh, we already made a rule. We can't mention that other wrestling company on the show no more at all.
Oh,
They're done.
I know.
Yeah, no, that's a rule.
But I didn't say the wrestling company. I just said the owner.
Even a nod to it. So we're not going to do that.
All right, but basically, I tell you what, Ring of Honor keep this up. We're not mentioning them either. It's just gonna be about the E and whatever.
But the sad thing is, like wrestling wise, that was the best wrestling I've seen in years.
Which make no sense. Then.
Which makes no sense. You got A quality matches, like hands down. Every single match was a home run, right? Mm-hmm. But your production is an F.
Yeah.
Like it's an F minus. Like you failed like on every way around it. And the funny thing is when you was watching like that. They had those cameras hidden like so well, like you can't see like the whole arena in that. They mask it so well, but yeah, I don't know how we fix that, but ain't my job to try. But when the DVD comes out, buy it, please. You will not be disappointed in that.
Yeah, hopefully you can get the copy in the full.
Yeah, with the uncut up crap that was going on online, but. Yeah, to finish the point with Mark and Jay Briscoe, you think if they went to WWE that they would actually get their fair shake in the E? Given their looks, they look filthy. Yeah. And you think they would just make them goofball characters and not take them seriously as the real, real wrestling talent that they do have?
Yeah, it's going to take some time to put a fresh coat of paint on them. They're going to have to do a lot of work 3 matches a night, Antonio Cesaro type style. But
that's still sad, man. That guy can barely get on TV now, but he worked every show.
Every show.
We went to a SmackDown tape and he wrestled 5 times, man. Yeah. That was sad. He did Saturday Morning Slam. He did Main Event and SmackDown. I thought he did Sunday Night Heat too.
Like man, he did it all and Superstars.
I'm like, if we was there the night before, he probably did do everything.
Real talk, he probably did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. When they got real talent staring them in the face like that, sometimes it's kind of hard for them to see what's going on. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man.
Ugh.
I don't know either.
Ugh.
That's all we got, man.
Yeah, that's it for tonight.
That's all for tonight.
Again, as always, this will be out everywhere that you need to go and get it. Send your feedback. And we'll see you next week.